Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, as you recall in the video I posted on Tuesday, I have made contact with my realtor. It's actually the same day I posted that video, but I'm trying to get a couple of them done today just so I can kind of get caught up. But shortly after I made initial phone contact with him, he began sending me a bunch of potential options for houses in the areas that I'm looking at. And I kind of looked through all of them. I kind of ruled out one of the areas because I told him there were two areas I was looking at, and I liked one of them better than the other one because one of them is more hilly and green, and the other is flatter and less greenery. So I kind of gravitated towards the more green part of the city. And so he kind of agreed with me some of the other things that I was looking for in a house. He said I was going to have a better chance finding in my kind of preferred area anyway. So like I said, he began sending me a bunch of houses that kind of fit into my price range and into my criteria. And I picked 4 of those out, and I'm going to actually go take a look at them today. There's one of them specifically I'm very excited about because it's on a huge lot. It's like 3/4 of an acre, and it's a big house by itself. So like I said, there's 4 of them. I think all of them are good options, but I actually want to go see them firsthand and get my own take on it, not just try and judge it based on the pictures I saw online. I also got another email from the realtor, and he's excited about the fact that I've kind of given positive feedback about a few of the houses that I've seen, and he set up an appointment for me tomorrow at 2 o'clock to actually go look at some of these houses. So I think what's going to happen is we're going to go look at the houses today from the outside, and then tomorrow we're going to go back and hopefully go into a couple of them. So let's go look at some houses. Alright, so this is our first model today. You're going to have to bear with me now since we're looking at actual real houses that I can conceivably buy. I'm not going to show you any images of any of the pictures inside because I don't want people to be able to go in and say, hey, I think I know where his house is, and figure it out just by looking at the pictures online. So this is one of the houses I'm looking at right now. This one actually really is maybe a nice contender. It's right in the middle of where I want to be. It's kind of in a quiet little neighborhood. And one of the things I really like about it is in this area of Waco, there are a few ravines that kind of drain off water. And when you get into the ravine, right next to the ravine, they basically haven't developed that area. So there's a lot of like trees and green belts running through this area. And this yard here, the back of this house, is right up against one of these green belts. So you get behind this house, and there's a reasonably good sized backyard to begin with. But when you hit the back of the backyard, it hits this green belt, and it's like a half a mile of trees directly behind you. So it's going to be very, very quiet living in this place. This is actually probably one of the smaller houses that I'm looking at. This one's 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2,049 square feet, and it's on a 0.31 acre lot. They're asking $235,600 for it. The house is pretty much move-in ready. I like the fact that they got some really nice big vaulted ceilings in the common area. Nice tiling through most of the common area of the house, and then nice oversized bedrooms in there. I like the fact that it has a nice 2-car garage that you can drive up to. You can see right up there on the side. They got bars on the windows. I'm not sure if that's decorative or security. This is sort of a nice little neighborhood, so I would hope maybe it's just decorative, but something we'll have to look into. But like I said, that backyard goes back there quite a ways, and then once you get to the back of the backyard, then you're into that green belt area. So this is definitely an option, and with the low price that they're asking, that would leave a lot of money left over for renovations and the likes. So like I said, there's a very high degree of likelihood that I may be visiting this house. This is one of the 4 that I pointed out that my realtor showed me that I thought I liked and thought could be happy with it. It's got a nice little curb appeal, and I think this is an option. There's the air conditioner there, so that looks relatively recent. But yeah, you can kind of see how far back that yard goes back there. That's kind of cool, right? A lot of trees to kind of keep you cool in the summer, and that's one of the things I really like about this one. So yeah, this is option number one. Like I said, I'm not going to show you anything inside because if we go in, we'll look at that tomorrow maybe. But for now, this is option number one. So let's go on to the next one. All right, so this is our second candidate here. This house is a little bit larger than the last one. It's 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, about 2,200 square feet. It was built in 1976, and it's on 0.30 acres of property. Now, one of the things I saw that was a little bit of a downside on this is one of those houses that has the garage in the back, so you end up losing up a lot of your backyard in terms of being, you know, part of the driveway and your entrance into the garage. Now, I did notice by looking at the pictures, though, that there's maybe more driveway back there than there has to be to get access to the garage, and there is still a decent amount of backyard in there. So this one is maybe an option, but maybe a little bit more iffy, just because I would like to see a little bit more backyard than this one has. But it's a beautiful house inside. I noticed that most of it is tile or wood floor. There's a lot of wood in this place, and I like the look of hardwood on the walls and stuff like that. There's nice big vaulted ceilings and hardwood floors and ceramic tile floors. A lot of options in this one. This house, they're asking $249,900 for it. So very nice option. I love this big tree in the front yards. Looks like there's a bunch of trees, actually, if you really look at it, because I don't think that's all one tree. That may be, 6 or 7 trees, and that's one of the things I definitely like about that. But look at that. Look at how far back that backyard goes. That's a decent sized backyard. Like I said, about half of it's tied up with the driveway, so that's something to consider. But it's an option, and it's one of the ones that we may look at tomorrow. So let's go look at the next one. All right, so this is the third house we're looking at today. This is the one my realtor sent me, this house specifically. He started off with one email where he had a map with like a dozen or so houses I could pick from, and the two we saw before and the one we're going to see after this were on that map. But this one he sent me just by itself and said, yeah, you might want to look at this one too. And this one is actually the one I'm most excited about. I love the trees in the front yard, but what I especially love is the massive backyard, because this backyard goes all the way over here. And in fact, look at this big long driveway here that just goes into the 2-car garage down there. But you look at that, this backyard goes all the way down to here. This backyard is 0.72 acres, so it's almost 3/4 of an acre. Yeah, could you imagine Flash and the amount and the fun she'd have back here? Holy cow. And they got this little shed back here. I'm actually going to go around the other side so we can take a closer look at this backyard, but this place is amazing. This place is 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 3,009 square feet. It was built in 1958. Now, it does need a little work. The kitchen definitely needs a lot of help. I think what is the master bathroom, the one that has the walk-in shower in it, definitely needs a lot of help. There's like pink tile in there, and it is gross. But what they're asking for is $164,900. So that would leave me, somewhere in the neighborhood of $35,000 to do renovation. I think I can fix the kitchen and in the bathroom for that. So yeah, this is definitely an option for me. One of the downsides is its close proximity to the school. And so that's really the only thing I can find out that that isn't ideal. But, check out this backyard. Holy cow. Could you imagine all the fun that Flash would have back here? Got the swing back there, all the trees. You can see that that storage shed, you know. You can see the fence all the way back over there. That's the fence. That's the far end of the property on this. All sorts of room to do something very cool in here. Now, I'm not really that interested in the privacy factor in all this. You know, I don't like these storm fences so much, and I might end up, you know, building something else to provide a little bit more privacy. Or we could just put some big bushes or something along this wall to do it. But this one has potential, and it's got this big enclosed patio cover in the back. Like I said, this is just a massive house and a huge lot that could be done in here. So yeah, I hope we definitely go visit this one tomorrow. Lot of options here. Very excited about this one. Let's go look at the last one. Oh, and can you imagine the fun I'll have decorating this place for Halloween and for Christmas? All sorts of options here too. Yep, this could be the one. All right, so this is the final house of the day. This is actually the one that's on the smallest lot, but it's still got very, very nice curb appeal. And it's also the most expensive of the four I'm looking at, that I've looked at today. This one they're asking $169,000. That's still well within my budget. And the beauty of it is there isn't really a whole lot that needs to be done with this. One of the things I really like about this one is that there's a lot of room in there. Gotta always have someone drive in front of you, right? Got nice big kind of a main family room, living room area, kind of with big vaulted ceilings. It's a really elegant looking house on the inside with a lot of ceramic tile, a lot of wood inlays, wood bookshelves and stuff like that. And I love the look of wood. So this is a very nice option, 2-car garage. What we're looking at is 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2,340 square feet, and it's on 0.28 acres of land. So it's definitely within my budget. Like I said, they're asking $169,000. I was figuring my starting point was going to be about $270,000, so that's definitely in the range. Don't have to do a whole lot. The kitchen is really nice. It's a big, spacious kitchen with like a big island in the middle. The bathroom, I haven't really been able to look that closely at the bathroom because all I saw was the pictures, and it didn't really show that much of like what the shower looked like or anything like that. One of my requirements is I want a walk-in shower. It looked like they had something kind of a pseudo walk-in shower where it looked like it was a walk-in shower, but like it had a shower curtain in front of it. So I want to go look at that a little closer and make sure that works out for me. One of the downsides of this house is how close it is to one of the local freeways. There's like a little park directly behind it, but that little park is probably only 100 yards wide, and then there's a major highway. So it seems like there's the potential for highway noise back here. But other than that, this is a very nice looking house. Got some nice curb appeal. It's very elegant looking inside, and it's definitely an option. I hope this is one of the ones we get to look at tomorrow, because I'd love to see the inside and see how it all fits together. So anyway, I think that's all that I have for today. I'm definitely looking forward to tomorrow when we can see what happens next and maybe get a look inside of some of these houses. But for now, that's all that I have. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.